Alright, so here's Chaz. I'm going to introduce you to Chaz.
Hi folks.
He's from the UK and lived in New Zealand. He's a fabulous guy who's going to help me here, and we're going to film. We're going to film me flipping a sieve. And here we go. See how we go. So the sun's a little bit low for it, but I've managed to find a spot which is good. This gravel's already washed, so it's ready to go. You want to get that pulsing action, you want to hear that ch-ch, you know, with the rocks just bouncing, you know?
Yeah.
Like that. So I'll separate those now, and I'll flip the little sieve. And what I do is I'll put this one down over here. I'll show you why. This is full of gravels, and it's not allowing a lot of water to pulsate through that. What we call the top sieve, which is the big mesh. That's where you really want to find them. So I want that to really pulsate, you know. So I'll show you anyway. So give it a bit of a scent of those. When I'm flipping sieves, I spin it. You might be able to. Can you see me spinning that, Chaz?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm spinning it as I bounce it, and then I do a quick one just to tighten it up, and I drain off the water. And keep your fingers here, and capillary action will drain that water off nice and quick.
Okay.
You don't want it soupy, because if it's got a lot of water in it and you flip it, the sapphires are heavier, and if it's soupy, they'll drop back in. Anyway, I'll flip this. Let's see how we went. Okay. What do we got? I'll just grab me tweezers. Hang on. So in my last video, I showed you where I was digging, and I thought that was something over there, but there's not. As I say, this light is very poor. I'd prefer the sun to be higher, but that's okay. That's nothing, I don't think. But you got to check the black shiny rocks, because you hold them up to the light and they can be blue. Well, happens often. All right, so that's a dud. Okay. Now I'll go back to this sieve. Now, I'll clean that edge, because the stones will lock them together and make it hard to get apart, so give that a wash, drop that back in. And I'll do this one again, just quick. And now it's really pulsating, you know, because it hasn't got that wash underneath it.
Yeah.
And so you really want that to get them to the bottom. I'll tighten that up. And always put the bottom sieve under, because as you can see, there's more gravels in there, and I've found stones in there as well, you know, that haven't managed to get all the way through. So always do that. You never want to ever do any washing with your top sieve. You will be losing sapphires. And let's have a look. Okay. And there we go. There's one right there.
Where?
Can you get in close? There he is, right there. I'm not sure if you're picking that up in that light. Let's see, I should have a little torch in my pocket. And it's a top siever, so that's fantastic. Everybody wants them in the top sieve. Let's have a look and see if I can get a bit more light on that. Are you getting that on film?
Oh yes, green.
Absolutely green, yeah. So there you go, that's probably, I don't know, 2.5 carat or something. 2 carat, something like that. So it's a cutter, you know, it's cuttable size. It's not great quality, I could already see. Holding that up to the light. It looks like it's got some issues. It's got cracks, it's got issues, but I do a total carat weight at the end of a trip, and so I keep everything anyway, you know. It's cool. They're all cool. and it looks like there's no more in there. Now, if you've got really poor light, you can use a torch, a better one than this, of course, and you can go over it and you'll see a glint, even in daylight. If you've got a bright torch, it'll make them pop, you know, and you can do that. The other thing is, what you should do, especially because I've been sieving for a while now. I've only been into this for 9 months, but I've got the hang of it, and you'll get centres. Now, this is not really showing a centre, but you'll get all your ironstones and black spinel indicated. Black spinel's a fabulous indicator, by the way, for sapphires. If you're finding that, you'll find sapphires, and they'll all come to the centre, and you'll actually get a complete, round circle of darker, heavier stones in the centre, and that means you've centered it, which is good. So I'll brush that away, and just in case one didn't make it to the bottom, and I have found them where they haven't quite got to the bottom, they can get locked up with these bigger rocks. Normally I'll classify that down further, and that won't even be there, you know what I mean? But time is of the essence for me, and I've got to get back out in the field and smash out some ground and find more sapphires. So look, I'm pretty confident there's nothing in there. I'm pretty confident there's nothing there. Alright, so I'm going to do it the way I usually do it actually, and I'm just going to make a big mound, and I'll mound that towards the sun to get more light, okay?
Yeah.
So, there you go. I flipped 3 sieves yesterday, and we got 3 for 3 yesterday, so that's 4 for 4 now. There were sapphires in every one, so I'm in the right spot, and that's what it's all about. And that's thanks to Tim from Tim's Adventures. He put me on the spot. What a gracious human being he is. Yeah, he took me out in the field. He's been out there a couple of times. I was digging a hole and he came out and had a look at it because it didn't look right. And sure enough, it had been dug before, but he was right anyway. I dug into the clay and there was sapphire under it. So the guy's amazing. He knows what he's doing. So big plug for Tim. Tim's Adventures, sapphire mining. You type that in, it'll come up. He's got over 350 videos. And if you want to watch my ugly mug, I'm volume 350. I get volume 351. He does a drive out of town, out to exactly where I'm digging, and that'll help you get you onto the onto the stones. And I'm on volume 352 where we did a wash here yesterday. So a lot of what I'm doing now you've already seen. But this will be my second video for me, which I don't know what I called myself. I think I called what did I say? Sapphire fossicking with Goodo. There you go. That's me. So we'll do another sieve since we're popping sapphires out. Might as well keep going. So what you do is you're shaking it and getting a line, and you give it a quarter turn and get that line again. And you can also do this. Just be careful they're not falling out. And that'll fall through to the second sieve. On the last one, just bring it to the centre a bit and you can start the pulsing like this. And those stones are heavier than diamond, I believe. So they'll be falling to the bottom of the sieve. Like I say, I'm going to wash that one again. Always sit that down on something because it might just flip out a little stone and you'll pick it up and it'll be sitting on there rather than the ground. And you tighten that up. Last few, just nice and quick, tighten it up. You want those stones to lock together. Drain the water once again. Like I said, I'm going to ramp that towards the sun. I might have to move this table. That sun's moving, and that's okay too. There we go. Let's have a look. Okay, well, I'm going to check that. You're just looking for something that's a little bit shiny and a little bit different, you know. And there you go, we've got another sapphire there. It's only little, but that's 5 for 5. So, 5, anyway, I'm keeping it. As I say, that sun's not real good. I might move the table a bit, find a bit more. Where are we? Yeah, that's a bit better. A bit better. Yeah. I might have missed a little one, I don't think so, but also too, you should look around the edges. They'll get locked up on that rib in the sieve there, and they'll sit there while you're pulsing, you know, and you'll get them around the outside too. And a very wise, long-time sapphire fossicker said you actually don't just look at the surface, you've got to look into the stones, you know. So look deep in as well, and you'll see them. But I'm confident there's nothing left there. Cool. 5 for 5. It's good ground, thanks Tim. Me brand new best mate. What a legend. Yeah, good fella. Check that. And there's nothing in there. But no, nothing in there. So we're flipping this. And this is where you want to find them, you know. This is called the top sieve. This is where your bigger ones are. And that's what you want. Big ones. Turn that off. And what Tim does actually is he'll finger through this whole lot. Like that. And he'll see every stone. But I'm confident that my wash is so clean, and I'm pulsating it, you know, quite a bit, you know. So I'm confident that they should be on top. I don't think I'm missing any. And as I say, time is of the essence. I've got to shift more dirt. So I'm seeing nothing there. As you see, I'm now banking that. I'll bring this over a bit. I'm banking that up so I can catch that sun. I make my pad shape towards the sun. I'm going to move this table. We have to follow the sun a bit. But that's it. I think that'll do for a video. Yeah, I'm happy. 5 for 5.